Okay, Kofi, how are you?
I'm cool. You okay?
No, I am not okay, and it's fine. I won't be okay. It's perfectly fine.
All right. I'm gonna make this.
Olivia specific.
Yeah,
Olivia
I
or
know.
Olivia specific.
I'll make this as quick as possible, and then I'll let other people get in. I hear what you're saying. I think this has become like another sort of addiction for her, and this is not healthy. Um, does she realize what consequences this is going to have on not just Spencer but Billy and no Spencer, Jordan, and the rest of the team? Because whatever you uncover with this story about Coach Garrett, like it could literally blow up and cost people their jobs and people playing football. So I hope she's really thought long and hard about this, but I don't know. As for Spencer, I think he's fighting way too much because I don't know. I mean, he loves the girl down, but I kind of see your point about why does he keep fighting for this when she's seemingly taking two steps back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not saying they need to break up, but maybe they just need a break from each other to like focus on themselves to get themselves right, so that when they do get back together, it'll be a little bit more healthy. I slightly disagree with you when you say it was rushed because I mean they didn't get together right away. Took about 3 seasons for them to get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean 3 seasons to get together. I don't think that was rushed. You know what I'm saying?
That you are going from what you think and from what you saw. Spencer didn't realize his feelings until season 3.
Right.
So you're always trying to make it seem like it's been years. First of all, seasons 1 and 2 was all in 1 year, and he was in a whole other relationship, hadn't even arrived at his feelings. My point is, he arrived at his feelings, went through that whole tumultuous season 3 with her running the hell away, come to find out that she actually had relapsed, and that was one of the driving forces for all of her negative reactions throughout the pursuit of her. And then you turn around maybe 4 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks after her relapse, decide that she's ready and she's going to go ahead and take a chance to get in this relationship. It was rushed. Nothing that they are giving in their relationship is aside from them sleeping together, brushing their damn teeth together, waking up in that goofy ass beach house every day. Nothing is different from what's in their relationship. I mean, what was in their friendship. So they did not need to do it. They have all of this pressure right now of being in this relationship when they could have just been freaking friends. They could have let Olivia focus on what the hell she's doing. Not only did she get into a damn relationship, she also became a sponsor. She also decides to lean into journalism. She also decides to go to college. Like, it's too much. And I knew it was going to be too much the moment that they started laying the shit on it. And I'm like, oh, this is too much. It's moving too fast. Erica's just a hater. Erica don't like Spelivia. Spelivia don't like Spelivia. Look at what they're giving. This was a waste. A waste. For what they set up from seasons 1 and 2, Spelivia should never have arrived here. And they only arrived here because their asses weren't ready to get in the car and drive where they needed to go to begin with. But, you know, y'all waited 2 seasons, so they had to go ahead and make it happen. I hope you enjoyed this half-baked ass relationship.
Well, like I said, we don't know what's going to happen next season. Like, I think they might take a break. Just me personally. They'll probably take a break and, you know, work on themselves and just get themselves right. And then when the smoke clears and everything gets resolved or whatever, they'll be in a better place for it. That's just the optimist in me, honestly. And I don't think Spencer's just going to, like, he ain't going to just quit on the relationship. He himself even said, if you need some space, I'm going to respect that. So he's pretty much resigned to the fact that, you know, if I got to take some time apart from you, then I'm cool with it. So, I mean, that's probably the best thing for them right now. My only concern is, like, what's going to happen with this story. Like, I really wanted, because it was one thing when you were writing about the quarterback. Fine. But this other thing could have potential unintended consequences that you have not yet foreseen and could not just screw you're not going to just screw Spencer. It could also screw Jordan and everybody else who's on the team. So that's my concern with that. But hey,
I personally am not even tripping about that, but I do want to address, I think this is Sabrina. Yes. Sabrina, you said, oh, and you had shirts, though. I did have shirts. The number one shirt that I wore is Love Me Like Spencer Loves Olivia. I'm not saying that Spencer don't love Olivia. He loves her down, and I definitely will love people to be in my life that love me as hard as Spencer loves Olivia. What's your point?
Don't argue with Erica. She's in the.
Going back to what you're saying about the coach. Honestly, it just gives another expose. It gives Olivia is going to go ahead and stick her nose in this business, and she just has to do it. Honest, I don't care about that part, truthfully. Whether it comes out or not, whether it costing the program or not, I'm not really tripping off of that. I'm tripping off of what this means for her. So I think the thing that a lot of people are missing and like looking at the surface is like, okay, well, she can get the coach fired, she can get the team dismantled, Spencer and Jordan would have no place to play. All that's true. But also that's up to that coach to like not do the things that he's doing, right? And that's what happens when you sign on to go play somewhere. Like that's what happens. For me, I am more focused on why the hell does this matter so much to you, Olivia? What do you mean this is your career? You are an intern, a freshman in college and an intern. This is America. There's corruption on every single corner. The fact that every single story for her becomes a this is my career, girl, hang it up. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. So I'm not really concerned about her giving up the story because it's going to cost Spencer and Jordan their team. I'm worried about her giving up the story because I feel like she's incapable of letting shit go. I feel like she's incapable of like tempering herself, like managing her intuition. And we had a couple of call outs in the episode when you go to Billy, and he's also now becoming unhinged and like, I gotta comfort Coach Garrett, and he's literally saying the exact same dialogue that Olivia's saying of like, my intuition is like, okay, y'all, cool.
So we see where she gets it from. Yep. You know what?
Well, I mean, it's fine if she gets it from him, but you were also calling him out seasons before. You were also pointing out everything that was wrong about him. So, like, are we going to be self-aware? Are we not? Are we going to be emotionally intelligent? Are we not? Like, I just feel like this isn't the Olivia Baker that I thought they were building to, truthfully.
Well, they got a whole season next season to figure that out, you know. Like I said, I just think this is like playing into another addiction. This is becoming an obsession, really. And she doesn't see it, but I think next season she'll probably see it because I think there's going to be some cost. It's going to cost her something. Like, she can't, I hope, because if you do this and you're running around doing what you're doing and there's no consequences, then you'll feel entitled to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, as for Spencer, like, for him.
And that's what we've gotten this entire season.
Right.
Olivia feels entitled to do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I think also don't want I get the narrative of like, I'm way past the whole this is going to hurt the people that you love, because clearly she don't give a damn about that. I'm just like, well, girl, have you thought about how this is affecting you? Have you thought about how you are literally, like, in your words, are addicted to this story or the idea of outing this particular thing? Like, I think we're literally already past the whole, well, Olivia, this is going to hurt Spencer or this is going to hurt Jordan. She don't care about that. Those are not things that are going to actually make her adjust course. Now I'm just like, yo, look at yourself, sis. Like, I don't think that this is who you want to be.
So what's it going to take? Like, if she doesn't care about the people she loves, how it can affect them, then what would it take for her to get the wake-up call? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it going to take? Like, because clearly, like you said, she has been feeling entitled this whole season, running around, trying to be whatever. So I'm going to need some consequences to happen. And for Spencer's sake, maybe for his own mental health, I get it, dog. You chased this girl for half a season and you doing everything you can to keep holding on. Well, most of, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Whole of season 3. I'm sorry. Whole of season 3. Yeah. But sometimes you just got to let things go, and maybe it's going to hurt, but you might just have to just give her some space and work on yourself and hope she gets better, and then y'all get together and there's a better foundation. So, and he's the only one that seems to be fighting for the relationship, like
Kobe, I
it's
hate
not fair to
person.
Yeah, and that's not fair to him.
And say this to you, is I'm not trying to break your spirit or anything like that. But if they break up, they are not getting back together. Which is why I think Spencer is fighting as hard as he is.
You really think they wouldn't get, even if they took a break, you don't think they would get back together?
I do not.
Damn. That's probably why he's holding on so hard. You know what? It might be right. That's probably why he don't want to end. That's probably why he's fighting so hard. Dude, that's not good for your mental health, bruh. Like,
no, but y'all want to have Spelivia kissing on each other. It don't matter about their mental health.
Hey man, I'm indifferent to it. Like
I'm holding hands.
I'm indifferent to it. Like, I was cool whether they got together or didn't get together. I mean, I really didn't watch the show for that. I watched it because it was a compelling story about this kid going into between the worlds of Crenshaw and Beverly playing football, and then the drama is not really why I watched the show. So, I'm not in.
But they've also deviated from that.
Right. So it don't affect me whether they're not together. So I'm good. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Olivia and Spencer. So I'm about to dip, and I got other thoughts, but I'm gonna wait when you come to those because I'm tight about the homecoming ending, bro. Like, no cap.
Okay.
Yeah.